Howdy there. I might, you know, what was that? That was a verbal word salad. Hi there, I'm a bit of a yapper. Sometimes I think way too fast and I get stuck on my stupid thoughts. You might be wondering, why am I still playing Destiny? Have I not got my fill today? No. The answer to that is immediately no. Look, there's two ways to deal with a potential obsession. You can either ignore that it's possibly happening and you try to like ignore the bad side effects, or you acknowledge the bad side effects that could potentially happen, especially if you get like 5 hours deep for a day. And you go, okay, can I get my stupid fill for tonight and then take a break? And that's what my goal is tonight. I think that's a very simple goal. Look, I have a very easy goal. Can I get this stupid Yapper account ready for like doing a dungeon and potentially a raid sometimes later this week? I don't know, I'm thinking Friday would be a good day because, like, you know, Zur comes around and I can actually look forward to Zur again. God, I haven't thought about that in forever. How much do I actually have to worry about rates up? The good thing is this. Since I have the 3 subclasses unlocked, yeah, I don't have the best exotics, of course. But, like, here's the thing. I'm getting so much decent DPS, like, items. Like, I already got, like, an Envious Arsenal bait-and-switch kind of weapon. Alright, we're good there. I have at least a general idea for my builds that I have potentially. And, honestly, so long as I have at least a general, like, head on my shoulders with, like, thinking about, like, what I need to encounter, I could handle Root of Nightmares. That might be the best one to start with. Look, everybody always shits on Root of Nightmares because like it's like a beginner's raid. That's the best thing about it. It is a beginner's raid. You could bring basically all your friends who have 0 experience, some rusty experience. So we're like, man, I've once played a guy that was like coming back from Destiny. He had like a year 1 exotic helmet on. I was like, what is that? He's like, oh, this is like a helmet from like Red War. It's like, my God, man. We have Armor 3.0. We have the technology to make your build actually useful. It took some. I didn't tell him to delete it. I just told him get another one and put that on. You can keep the other one as a memento. Look, I'm gonna say you have to delete all your old stuff. But my God, I was like, Jesus, I didn't even think those things were still in the game. God, I had way too much fun earlier. Also, I did figure out what the problem was with the exotic mission. Turns out it was this. There should be a timer. Like, there should be more than enough. There should be a bigger timer in general. That's one problem. But the other problem was this. There's apparently 3 switches we had to hit in order to unlock the 3rd door for the 3rd mission. I still can't believe we had to play a mission today that has 3 exotic missions tied to it. That's just insane. I had way too much fun on that one. The fusion rifle's kind of mid. I haven't really seen anything kind of crazy with it. I don't know. I'm sure someone will come up with a funny, stupid build. The good thing is, I'm already going to get at least 1 piece of tier 5 armor. And that's the best thing about this. I get a free tier 5 armor set each week. So, like, that's pretty easy to put together a decent build that works around all things. So if I'm Warlock, I have pretty much 2 main options. I can either go Grenadier for most setups, because it can be Grenade and Super, or I can go Gunner. I think probably for like most of my pieces that I have so far, Gunner is probably be the best one because it's a free weapon stat, and that's going to make it easier to keep my ammo stocks up. I wonder if anything you can get for Trials of Osiris each week. Alright, so what actually, I'm not going to worry too much about set bonuses, I'm just curious which each one does. Okay, so one's for Amplified, and the other is Sliding. Okay, so that's a PvP one, so I'm not going to do with that. I mean, I guess, if you really want to be ballsy and do some, like, I don't know, slide shot, rocket stuff, go for it. I did it once, it was kind of fun and stupid. Which rocket was that again? I'm pretty sure it was... Alright, there was the, there was like this random Season of the Wish rocket. It was an arc rocket with like slide shot, bipod, and if you got it in the 4th column, it could be like surrounded. And there was this temporary bug where you could basically circumvent the limitations of Bungie tech, where you could like put on the amount of ammo with a bipod rocket, flip it to a surrounded rocket, and you can do some funny slide shots around in DPS. Was it stupid? Yes. It was also stupid fun, I admit that. Okay, so which one's actually useful? This one. All right. It's a reaver. Kind of garbage. Kind of garbage. I could use that. Hey there, Georgia. How are you doing? I'm gonna get this one to get started because that's pretty much the best piece I see here. The other benefit is that I do get... Oh, wait, I get 2 pieces. Okay, even better. Okay, that's also a pretty good one. You know what? I'm going to go for these 2. These are 2 safe picks. I may not use the melee, but there might be some builds where I need, like, some kind of melee. Like, let's say I'm on solar. Okay, so this one I'm using. Is it useful? It's a gunner. It's going to stay. I'm making sure I don't fall into bad habits where I unfortunately collect way too much everything. Look, I'll prove it. Look at my weapons right now. My weapons are actually the most clean and this character will ever be. Yes, there's a duplicate or 2. I acknowledge it. Key thing is there's only 1 duplicate because like I'm picky about like this. Maybe I might use this one for PvP and this one. Wait, don't I have another Nightshade or did I delete it? Why, I actually deleted it. I thought I still kept it. See, I'm already improving. I already deleted one thing that I thought I had way too many duplicates of. I'm holding myself accountable on this one. Okay, so I got 2 tier 5 pieces. Alright. Alright, what else do I need? This one's actually not that bad. I wish it was a tier 5 or tier 4, but it could stay. This one's kind of garbage, I gotta be honest. I only have it because of the Grenader, and it's so weird, but I could have used this one. Okay, fine. Alright, that's better. Okay, so can I fix the stats just a little bit? Because these are kind of garbage. Okay, so I have this thing. Let's take that from health. I'm kind of surprised it didn't do anything to kind of make health a more interesting stat. I don't know, when I first heard the changes about, like, they were going to remove the whole recuperation, their recuperation, so it only does, like, something like 15 health per pickup. It's kind of whatever. Like, yeah, you still get healing, but there's so many other sources of healing in this game, it's kind of like a what-if factor. Okay, can I use that to round up my stats? No? Okay. Alright, since this one's kind of more of a super spam, I guess I'll put a little bit of grenade, a little bit of super, and I'll be fine. Also, I noticed that they did one change. I was curious if I could do, like, let's say the introduction for Vow. So one of the best things in this game is there are certain chests you can get, and they can give you, like, access to raid loot if you have unlocked it. And they made one small change I'm okay with, but I know some people are going to be kind of annoyed with. You used to be able to get a chance, just a chance to get red border weapons from the secret chests. They now made them all, like, armor only. So that means you kind of have to play the raids now to get weapons, which I'm okay with. Look, I've seen some of the perks on the raid weapons. They're actually kind of nice. Okay, this should get me at least started, at least on most of my pieces. God, I haven't thought about getting Glimmer in so long. Is it useful? Honestly, that's not a bad, well-rounded one.
What's the latest report?
Am I ever going to use that one? Probably not. Alright. Got one of those weird situations where I have a better tier 3 than a tier 4. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I just got started, so I'm just getting my brain going. I had way too much fun playing with Destiny 2 earlier with my my friend. We haven't played this game in like over like 6 months. No, it's been like longer than that for him, or for them, sorry. But it was nice catching up. We did like 2/3 of all the exotic missions that they dropped. Okay, there was another thing when I came to the tower, right? Alright, I get my free exotic. Perfect. I've never seen the tower so populated. It's been kind of refreshing. Okay, is this actually a good roll of it, though?
It's that simple.
You know, I could actually use this. This is actually not that bad. And then, sure, that'll work. You know, one thing I'm kind of curious of, I came over here earlier just to see if it was here. I think it's like a moment to try it thing. Do we have to actually watch the whole animation or something? Alright, that thing is annoying me. Hold on. I've been staring at this stupid thing on my screen for like at least a good 15 minutes. Yes, yes, I know. Crucible exists. Thank you. Alright. Sorry, I was driving up the wall. So one thing I was curious about is if there's no more seasons, what exactly does Ada do? Because like her gimmick was that you get a certain amount of like armor synthesis for each season, and she still does it, so I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding like how this is working, because they still have like the 10 limit cap per character.
Hello.
So like, I don't know. Maybe there's another use for her or use for these things I'm not aware of yet. But yeah, you can basically get any cosmetic stuff that you would like. So if you have a certain fashion sense, go for it. Wow, you can get all the way up to Echoes. That's kind of cool. Actually, no, that's to Heresy. Oh, that's neat. Okay.
You know where to find me.
Okay, I'll consider that. Okay, I think there was something I had to get from Zur. You know, I'm tempted to get Galahorn just for the fun of it, but I think if I'm going to do a first dungeon, my best bet would be something like Pit of Heresy. Okay, there's 3 minutes of corruption. Okay, I'll wait for the next corruption set, and I guess I'll get this. There was one thing I had to do, right? It was this one. Okay, advanced solo op. That's all I gotta do. Okay. Is this technically an advanced word or no? Because I actually would like to get this. I don't think it's an advanced. No, that's normal. Okay. Is this one advanced? I think that should count. Okay. Otherwise, I could always do this. You know what? These have bonus drops. I'm going to get the bonus drops just for the most like bang for my buck. And I want it a little spicy. Yeah, that sounds more like fun for me. Okay, what else? Glass cannon, love it. Okay, so I don't need a barrier weapon. Already got that covered. Okay. And then, what threats do I have? Blast damage. Okay. Let's see. Not right now, though. Okay, so one thing that's kind of really weird to think about, but I promise it'll save you a lot of trouble. This perk thing here, you never take this off in high-end content. Here is why. So here's how this works. Anything that's like an AoE attack, like let's say a stomp, or a projectile blast that does blast radius stuff, is counted for this thing. So that means if you're doing like say sword DPS, you want this on because a lot of times bosses will do the stomp attack. It doesn't make sense, but I promise you this thing will save your hide more than you care to admit. And no, don't worry about stacking it, just put one on. Look, the only thing that matters when stacking is these kind of elemental resistances. So like if you happen to know that, let's say the hive a lot of times are arc, you could stack 1 or 2 arc damage resistances and whatnot. So yeah, look, I already did. Look, I did a Grandmaster onslaught getting started. I'm more than ready for this. I know it's a bold statement. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Plus, Crown of Tempest is actually kind of nice now. Oh, I kind of need I kind of need mods. Okay, I might have been a bit too presumptuous. All right. Look, I'm gonna lean into more to the crazy arc shenanigans here. Wait, I'm doing the slide melee thing, right? Okay, perfect. Let me do this. Look, if there's not a little bit of bite to my loot, then it's clearly not the loot I'm worth going for. How you doing, by the way? I can't believe how much they... I'm not gonna say they spoiled me for like coming back from the game from nowhere, but I can't believe how many exotics I have in my inventory. I have basically 20 exotics. I have under 10 hour, no, like under like 7 hours if I'm being honest with all my faffing antics. And I'm already given this many exotics for free. This is kind of silly. And I can get even more if I care to like actually optimize my entire rotation and stuff. I can't believe it actually gave me Cold Heart. I didn't think this, but like, huh. This is now an anti-barrier weapon. This might be fun for some, like, what do you call it, Cenotaph stuff. I don't know, it's so annoying having to, like, plan around, like, Cenotaph builds, and it's like, well, now I gotta factor out champions, but I'm supposed to be, like, trace rifling them. This thing is basically like an anti-barrier weapon now. This is awesome. And the best thing is, what's the gimmick with Cold Heart? The longer you beam something, the faster they die. Wow, it's gonna make anti-barriers kind of a chunk. Okay, good. Just making sure I'm not doing this solo. I'm not that ego challenging.
Shadow Legion units are shifting their attention to the Cloud Arc. That's likely why Neomuna's defense systems are reading offline. But I bet those vex pumps are also poking too close to the city's internals.
Oh, it had to be Screeves, huh? Okay. Look, the last time I did a GM, by the way, I did like a solo, what's the Vanguard strike one? They're called basically kind of GMs, but they're like the level 50 ultimate ones. I did one of those solo, and I was like, what the heck, why not? Okay, I got too ego there. Alright, alright. Sorry, I thought I was on my getaway artist for a second. We're fine. Yeah, I did that solo. Why? Because, I don't know, I was bored and I wanted to just practice it. Oh, don't worry, I tend to do that. I have plenty of Delta. Look, you could look at my, it's not this account, because this one's the new one. But if you look at like my same name, 6307, I have like over like 900 clears of raids. I have plenty of practice with these things. I had like at least a good 30 to 40 clears of Epic, Desert Perpetual, something like that. Actually, it might be both Desert and Epic, both of them. I still think DP is probably my favorite raid in the game, only because it's like, it actually requires everyone to work. You can't, there's no like free rides on that one. At the same time, it's also the most frustrating to work with because everyone has to work together.
Is that a taken blight?
Oh, don't worry. There's an actually really fun raid that everyone loves doing, but loves complaining about being too easy. Root of Nightmares is honestly so much fun. It's the kind of raid where whenever you do like the fun like challenge runs, like let's say all subclass, everyone's like, sure, I'll do it for fun because that means I get to use some stupid metas or something. Alright, I'll keep that track. It has my chat on it. God, how is it that the Arc Warlock just keeps getting stronger and stronger each update? It's kind of silly. think I still prefer bashing, if I'm being honest, for a kinetic fusion rifle. This one's just kind of, I don't know, maybe it gets stronger, but right now it's kind of feeling a little weak. Yeah, it kind of feels a little too weak, if I'm being honest. It's a cool looking weapon though.
The next portal is clear. Let's follow those taken and remove them from the system.
Also, this is basically a Strand commemoration in name. This thing has like subsistence killing tally, and I got it as a tier 5 drop. I don't know if streamer luck exists, but I swear this run of Destiny 2 is showing me that it does exist. I still can't believe I played that match of that Sparrow Racing Lead, and I got a tier 5 shiny god roll like sword. I was like, really? And it has eager edge on it? Like, what are the odds of that? I would love to calculate that, other than just like prove that streamer luck does exist.
There's got to be a way to destroy these blights. We can't let more of that form.
Wait, did I? Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a, get a little finicky with the auto thing. Alright. Sorry, my rebind keys are kind of screwing me up a little bit. I'm trying to do my slide melee, and it's kind of messing up because I have the auto melee on. So I just gotta keep that in track. Yeah, honestly, if you have any like Sherpa level questions, just ask. I have plenty of answers most of the time. I might not be familiar with the recent meta because like all the meta stuff kind of goes out the window. We have like 7 different artifact things to play with. In fact, this is the wrong one. I should be using the arc one. Where's my arc one? I could probably use this one. Actually, which one was it? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Honestly, there's no raid in this game that can't be beaten by just being like, simple. Like, a lot of times like, oh, you gotta optimize your DPS. No, like, if the DPS is consistent, that's better than trying to be super hyper optimal and all that. Yeah, there's a limit to how much is fun that's useful, but basically, if you can dish out some damage, it's always worth it. I've not tried it. I actually bought the. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. I've not tried the new melee stuff, but when I get Fellwinter, that is the first thing I'm gonna try. Okay, this is definitely where I would like my arc buddy, if I can get that. Actually, no, I don't need it. Right, I can just slide through stuff. Perfect. Yeah, I can. I can. Like, I would say this kit that I'm running right now, even though it's absolutely flooring through stuff, this is not a raid build. This is like a fun GM, like, ultimate kind of, like, onslaught kind of thing. If I wanted to make this kind of more ready for, like, a raid, I would probably throw on the new, Storm Transfer's Brace, like, what do you call it? exotic because now like they actually made this tickle fingers kind of a fun meta pick for warlocks. I don't know, when someone told me that he does like 40,000 damage and Geomags does only 20, I was like, what? It's one of those like total DPS versus was it total damage versus like DPS kind of things. It's like, yeah, Geomags does faster damage per second, but like sustained damage it has not as much as Tickle Fingers with the Stormtrooper base. It's also a lot easier to set up, so it's like one of those things, like it depends on the encounter. You know, the best thing with like a new exotic mission where everyone has no idea what it is everyone looking at your exotic going like, what the heck are you holding? What is this weapon? I've never seen this before. And it's like, wait, where'd you get that? You think it would start a lot of fun conversations in this game, stuff like that, but most of the time people are kind of too quiet in these things. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but man, it's rare that I ever find random matchmaking people and it's like, hey, what's that thing that you're using? That's a cool weapon. Where do I get that?
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that taken.
I don't know, maybe people are more gun shy in this game. Well, that's good, that's good. Honestly, communication's like the strongest thing you need to get into raids. Because like, most of the time a problem can be solved by asking one thing. I don't understand this, what am I supposed to do? Fix so many problems. Yeah, I kind of wish. Alright. Hey there, Mandy. How you doing? I'm kind of ego challenging, also not ego challenging. This is stupid fun. Crazy thing is, all I did is I put on like maybe 2 tier 5 pieces, and I'm already kind of like in sort of meta fashion. Okay. Honestly, I'm trying to get my stupid Guardian rank up just so I can make sure I have anything else, because, you know, Bungie still has these funny things where like certain things are locked behind Guardian ranks, which I want to make sure I don't have any of that problem. I'd say once you're like Guardian rank level 5, you're ready to do raid stuff. Because it's so, I had this happen once. I had a bunch like, I had like a 4 team of new people who wanted to play the game, and they wanted to play courteous. I was like, awesome, they're D1 vets, they want to get in. I had to tell them they have to do like boring strike stuff and other things first, because they don't have like armor mods and stuff. It was the most disheartening thing to have to tell them, oh, guys, this would be so much easier if y'all just did the stuff that Bungie told you to do. I unfortunately had to do that still, but like, I knew that going in. They had no idea. I was gonna try to get him up, but that's fine. This is the one strike where I do like using Getaway, because man, having an arc buddy deal with those things with Amplified is so much easier. God, I love that they did this change to roaming supers. I don't know if it's still the same ratio, but their metrics were something like you're gonna get like your super back 3 times as much as a normal super. It completely made all the mono subclasses way more fun. Because like I always wanted to use this super, it just was never worth it. Now it's actually kind of fun. It's kind of like a non-prismatic transcendence thing where you can just like pop it in an emergency, clear a room, get it back. It's like, oh, I have my emergency button at all times.
We're back in business. Defenses are back up and taking
Anything
our
useful? I mean, it's kind of for PvP, I guess. Wait, it's a 180. Okay, at least I have a kinetic tremor weapon. I guess that's fine. I don't know, did they do any fun PvP changes? I don't think they did, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did something. Kind of junk. I probably should infuse that, but whatever. That was actually not a bad roll. It's better than this one? Okay. Huh. Okay, that's a weird one. Okay. I don't think I would use it for PvP, but it is kind of fun. Alright. So once I got that done, what was next on my to-do list? Let's see. I need to do like a boring solo ops run, right? Let's see, let's see. Okay, I have to do one more of those, right? Okay. It has to be with a bonus focus. Okay. I think I did one that didn't have... I thought I did pick one. Am I crazy? I thought I did do one. No, it did. Okay, so why didn't that count? Okay, I must have had 1 out of 3 done. Alright, what's an easier one I could do real fast? I need to do this one for that thing, right? Okay, sure. I'll do that then. I also had to do that one for like a quest, right? Or was it a solo op? Okay, it has to be a solo op and then I can get that. Alright. But yeah, I had this fun run I did solo for just... I always wanted to try to do solo GMs, but solo GMs are way too time intensive. These ones are actually a little bit better. It's, what is it called? I think it was in the season hub. If I can get to it before this thing gets in. Yeah, this thing here. This is really fun to do because here's the thing. You do get limited relives, but here's the thing. You're playing it solo. You can kind of treat it like a solo Grandmaster with sort of continues because it makes you play a lot more aggressively and you have a lot more fun. Now, I don't think I can get that done in 15 minutes because I clearly don't have the build for that. But if I was bold enough to try it, I would definitely do it just for fun. Ward Effect's actually not that bad. I'm tempted, but I'm also not going to ego challenge if I'm not ready. Could I do it on Void Warlock? I could maybe do that on Void Warlock. Oh no, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll be bold enough tonight. Okay, this is not a bad one. This one's mid, get rid of that. Okay, I don't need that stat distribution, that's bad. That one's for PvP, okay. That's rubbish. That one's also rubbish. That's actually not a bad one, I kind of like that. Okay, so I have one with class and one without class. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep those two, those are pretty good choices.
Guardian, a swarm of fags arrived at the Exodus Black.
My strongest predictive model shows increased seismic activity beneath the crash site. It may have attracted the vets, but I do not know why House Salvation Forces followed them.
I remember the first time they updated this thing and everyone was like, oh my god, they added stasis shanks? What were they thinking? I thought they were thinking the right thing. That's awesome. Like when they started adding all the fun like darkness subclasses to all the enemies, it made a lot more fun encounters, if I'm being honest. Kind of makes me wish they kind of did stuff like that, because like I think only Salvation's Edge and Epic DP basically had these fun new what do you call it? Banes, that's what they call them, right? Yeah, Banes are way more fun to fight against than Champions, because Champions require a certain weapon thing. It's kind of more fun now, because like, as far as I understand it, my friend told me that each weapon frame type, so like, you could have 3 different hand cannon types, one's that's a 180, a 140, and 120, and they could have different champion stuff. So that way you could still use a hand cannon. If you pick the right one for like a fight, that's fine. But I never liked champion stuns. They were just so annoying. And some of them were way more annoying than they ever had to be. Overloads are the worst example. Unstops are kind of the fun one because they have many counters. And you can use like certain build crafting stuff like blind grenades or something like that. Hunters are probably the most fun to play against champions because like hunters can do like, let's say blind punches or like jolting feedback, a lot of stuff. I'm gonna need a anti-barrier. Actually, I'm curious. Is Wrist Runner anti-barrier? Let's see. No, it's Overload. Okay. I want to use Risk Runner because apparently they added a new thing to the catalyst. They added a lot of secret catalysts to weapons. For example, Conditional Finality, the funny shotgun, got 2 new buffs. If you use the solar version, it gives you heal clip. If you use the stasis version, it has Rhyme Sealer. So now it has a little more defensive play for like fun off meta builds. And try again. Sorry, I had stuff in my throat. Risk Runner got this fun new thing where it has chain reaction when you unlock it. So as if it wasn't already a room clear, now it's got that on top. Honestly, I like their energy of just like, you know what, let's make exotics do the most exotic stuff in the game. I'm okay with this. You can only have one. Yeah, it just makes me wonder what other kind of fun new quirky stuff do they add to a bunch of other exotics, especially off-meta ones. I don't know, I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm sure there's some more fun ones out there. Those are the only 2 that I know of, and I'm like, those are awesome. Please keep doing that. I honestly don't know, I'd have to check. They do have like, they also did this thing somewhere between Final Shape and Edge of Fate, where they made a bunch of legendary versions of exotics. So they have like this new area denial frame. It's basically a Wither Horde, but in the legendary format. It's really fun. Lots of build stuff you could use that for, even for DPS. It's more like a debuff kind of fun tool. Or like use like some kind of like weird, quirky bait and switch stuff. Okay, can't really... Okay, I'm gonna switch... Actually, hold on, I got a better weapon for anti-barrier. There we go. I still can't believe they just give you this weapon at the beginning. It's kind of silly. This is literally the weapon they had to use in Contest Day Desert Perpetual, the first one. You had to build up like entire 40 stacks and expunge every single bullet into the boss. I was not brazen enough to do it because I looked and I was like, that's absurd, Bungie. But the fact that they give you something like that and you can use this on the Witness for decent DPS is kind of wild. I do like they added this new feature where it doesn't completely knock you back. It had this one annoying thing in the back, or past, where every time you fired it off, you would have to zoom back out to do it. It would look like this. It was so annoying to use this thing. People had to do like this weird like dance thing where it's like, and then go back into it. Now it's just all by itself. Oh, he's having trouble. Get up there. Is there any point to this? No. Are we having stupid fun? Yes. Alright, ready. I can't believe it only took me like less than 3 hours to get this skimmer. Do you remember? I remember how many hours it took me to get this thing in Guardian games, how to do like the top 10 percentile thing to get this. I'm not upset or anything, it's just like, dang, they just give this thing away for free now? This thing's kind of wonky. I never really use this melee. I can understand why. The only reason I'm using it is this now has a new feature where you get 2 charges instead of 1 on art, which is nice. It's kind of pain to use this though. I don't understand it. Still, there's so many hunters in this game. It's like all the players left in the game are hunters. I guess they just like jumping everywhere. They never found a game that was just like that. I don't know. I figure with all the PvP games out there, there'd be like a perfect place for a hunter to hop in. Yeah, I've seen way too many hunters. Where are all my titans and where's all my warlocks at?
I don't think we're alone.
Funny enough, the only day one clear I ever got was when I was not on my warlock and it was on Titan of all things. It was honestly the one pick I had to pick because it made so many of the stupid subjugators easier. So they have this funny exotic called, what's it called? Paragon Greaves. No matter what difficulty in the game, it will one-shot kick any non-boss tormentors and any non-boss like subjugators. It is stupid and awesome that they left that thing in the game. It's not like a 200 melee thing. No, it's just you do the charge kick, it kills them instantly. It's so unbelievably stupid, but I love it. So I had to constantly turn on those pants and then go to Curious for DPS. It was the safest, simple way of handling that one raid, or not one raid. Day one Sunder Doctrine. I wanted to get Vesper host cleared on contest level. That final encounter was such a pain in the butt. I literally was like, you know what? I'm not doing it anymore. I got my revenge because I beat that thing solo. It was the most painful solo experience in this game. But I did the safe route and I got my win, so there. And I gotta do it all over again? I gotta do it all over again?
Do you think House Salvation found what they were looking for?
Okay, I got another tier 5, awesome.
We would know if they had.
Still, how did they learn about the upheaval on Nessus?
It's nearly impossible to hide tectonic activity across an entire planet. Believe me.
Okay, did I get enough of my stupid stuff? You gotta love when the Warlock and Flex, they got the most most kills. Okay. Alright, Winter's Guile. That's more fun builds to do now, I just realized. Also, I got a pretty dang good shiny for this. Like, this one gives me an overshield. Okay. I might keep that. It is a Wish Ender bow, so kinda up in the air. That's actually not a bad... It's not a DPS thing, but that's a good GM rocket right now. Okay, that one can go. I can upgrade that. Okay, what's the tier 5 I got? Honestly, that's not that bad. Yeah, it has health on it, but everything else is pretty solid. I can keep that. So this one's objectively better than this one, right? Yeah, okay. That one has class, right? Okay, yeah, I don't need this one. Is that the only armor I got? I thought I got something else that was decent. This one's just better. Okay. And this one right now is my only demo bond, I think. Okay. I still can't believe how much easy brightness. Look how much brightness I got from just turning in a bunch of stuff. And I just got a lot more just by playing the game casually. God, you want to give me like an entire like bank account at this point? Okay. Hold on, if this is actually good for PvP, I'm gonna be like, what? Unfortunately, that's not good for PvP, dang. I was like, dang, I got my favorite exotic for PvP, and it's a PvE roll. Can I use this for anything? No, I can't, sadly. Can I upgrade? No, just delete it. Okay. Alright, I can upgrade this and this. Alright. I'm going to save this loadout for a second. I'm going to try something a little bold. I want to see if I can kind of do it. Alright, what do I need if I want to do this? It's Arc Surge and Void Threat. It is Warden of Nothing. You know what? Okay, do I have every champion counter for this? Do I have any... Wait, isn't there like a... Which one was it that was dielectric? I think it was this one. Which one's the Baron one? Yeah, that one. Yeah, this is what I need. Okay, I need this. That would be kind of nice. There's like an arc one that has like a really stupid... Yeah, this one. Okay, I need that. I don't really have a stasis debuff though. Is there a better one? There was a way to get Devour. Wait, how do I get Devour on this? There was a thing. Weakened combatants give me Devour. So I could technically get Devour even if I'm not on Void. Okay. Okay, that would be also useful. Okay, I'm going to lean more into the arc thing here. I'm not really doing finishers. Might actually be nice. That might be a secret healing thing for me. And then what else? I could maybe use that as a getaway out free card. And then trace evidence. Okay. Alright, let's say I'm actually going to do this for real. What do I need to make this build work? I need all 3 champions countered. How would I counter unstops? Blind effects? Well, I'm doing that with blind, right? So my gun should do that? I would need a precision hit, but yes. Okay. Okay, so I can maybe do that. I'm going to trade out for that so I get guaranteed sources. I'm going to lean more into... Actually, I'm going to take out the slide melee, go more into the firepower angle, and I think we should be okay. So like this and Ionic Sentry, because that will blind. Okay, so I got the blind covered. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I could maybe... I'm going to be critically wounded a lot. Okay, I'm going to try this out. Alright, so I have all this set up. Pretty much going to ability spam here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. So what's the threat thing? Void threat. And the servers are going to hit like a truck. So let's go double void and concussive. I'll know pretty quickly if this is going to be doable or not. So I'm going to give this one solid good try at it. Just because, I don't know, maybe I could actually do it and I'm not ego challenging. I could use this for DPS. Okay. Alright, what the hell? Let's go for it. This would be so much easier if I had Prismatic Getaway, and that's why it's going to be more fun to do it this way. I'm going to take bet. Let's see if I can actually get to, let's see if I can get to the big, like, walking, Vex guy first. I'll see if I get there first as an easy win. This would be a good test to see how primaries hold up against bosses. And suddenly I decided to become esoteric. No, but it would be fun.
Hey, hero. I thought you might come back here. Well, with your buddy getting laid out. You looking for some closure?
Oh yeah, this is gonna take a lot more hits. Alright. Good to know.
Finish the job. Noble. Let me run tactical for you. I've scoped the place out.
This actually might be doable because I could do precision hits for blinding. Okay.
Take out the warden's servitor. Things go
So I still have my armor charge for that. Okay. And that also heals me. So every time I make a... Okay, this is gonna work.
Welcome. Impress your warden, yes.
Don't mind the PA. That's the warden's servitor. Thing shorted its brain when the warden left the prison. It thinks it is the warden. Uses a print of his voice. It's running a combat subroutine called Challenge of the Elders.
Oh no. Okay. Overloads are still a pain in the butt. Alright, should have expected that. Alright. What's my light level at, by the way? Am I still at, like, negative, or am I still at the normal one? Because, like, this would be a quick test to see if this is doable or not. If I can't kill the overload, then we're in trouble. This is gonna take way too long. Alright. Oh, right. I don't have the charge slide thing. Okay, alright, alright. I ego challenged it. I realized my mistake. Alright. So I gotta be at least level 400 for this. Okay, so I could do this if maybe I get to level 400. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm like at level 70. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. For reference, if I remember correctly, this is what it was like to fight the hardest level on Kepler when it was like the legendary thing. Those stupid enemies that would never die. So that's why it's impossible. Okay, so unless I really want to ego challenge it, don't do that. Okay, so my light level right now is what? 345, 350? Okay, so if I get this all up to maybe like... I'm not going to get to 400 in a day. No, that's not going to happen. Dang. I so wanted to do that for real, but I realized, nah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, keep this. I guess upgrade this one so I can have it balanced out. Okay, so what's next on my stupid to-do list? I did what for my requirements? That didn't count? Are you kidding me? It's so picky. Alright. It has to be in the fire team ops. I know, but like, it's... Whatever. Alright, whatever. Okay, it says advanced, right? Just give me a short one. This is what I did last time, right? Grandmaster? Okay, I should be okay. I got that covered. I got that covered. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I could have sworn they made the change that you're always at a negative delta. I guess I just expected that was the case because I'm used to being at 550 all the time. By the way, what power level do you have to be for raids? I'm curious. I thought it was like 400 at most, but 300 at the minimum. Wait, where is it again? Right here, right? So I'm at the cap for a normal raid, but for like a Desert Perpetual, it's 50. Okay. So 330 is the cap for that one. Alright. And then I guess master version is like 350 or 400. Okay. What do you need for Pantheon, by the way? 400. So I need to basically be ready for that Vanguard strike that I wanted to do in order to do Pantheon. Okay, so I got a little bit of time to get there. All right. That's my goal with this whole thing, by the way. I want to basically do Pantheon runs with this character or whatever loot I get on this one. So that'll be interesting. Wait, is that... Isn't this like encounters from like that one raid they had to remove, Leviathan? No, is that it? No, hold on. Pretty sure Callus is from that though. Oh good, it's a mid-mission one. Okay. I'd rather do one mid-mission than try to like do one from the beginning. Glad to hear it, Mandy. Oh, so that's the new solar thing. That's cool. Best thing is I actually don't need any weapons for unstops because either I use my grenade for stunning them or I use my rapid precision hits, so basically I could use whatever I want. It's kind of nice. I'm so happy they unnerfed the stupid stasis change. It was always stupid when they decided, you know what, shattering should not stun unstoppables because, I don't know, stasis was having too much fun for a little bit. You know, the funny thing is it wasn't even the build that was the problem. It was one stupid weapon. And the funniest thing was the next season, after they like did their nerf to the sidearms and all that, I was like, wait, you guys just gave us the same artifact thing that you just told us not to do. It's like, wait, this thing still could stun all three, but now it's because, I don't know, it's meta? It was the stupidest thing in the world they touched with. But they fixed it, so I guess I'm happy. I'm curious to try all the new stasis changes. It looks like a lot of fun, especially the changes to frost armor. Like, I think I can finally say, hey, hunters, throw on Spirit of Star Eaters and Renewal, please, because now you're going to not only do your super damage, you'll also give everyone, like, frost armor for free. It's the best thing in the world. To give you an idea of how useful it was, in Rite of the Ninth, for the encounter where you have to fight the shield guy, I was on Hunter. I had 2 Titans, and I was basically keeping them alive using the renewal thing. To like give me like, I was literally unkillable on the ultimate version with 5 times frost armor, the well, and then just anything. I was like, wow, I cannot die. This is like literally the hardest gauntlet in the game, and I cannot die. And now you're telling me they can even survive even harder now? It's stupid. Hey, where did my sentry go? Alright. I guess I just went under the floorboards or something. Okay. I forget, did we have... There was like one perk that they added for like the stupid solar sniper. It was like this one, right? And this weapon only came out at Edge of Fate. So now I can use this thing with that one sniper perk where like you stack more damage in DPS. I wonder if this thing's actually better than Whisper. Because it's got the ammo to make up for it. It's not a heavy weapon, so it doesn't get as many stacks as fast, but like you could do some like... Right, they had the funny sniper added in Renegade, right? The heavy one? So you could stack that with this. And there was also the kinetic one, so there's a lot of ways you can make this weapon really meta. I'm just saying this out loud so I can just think about it later and like, wait, I could try this and this and this. I don't know, I've seen some people bring back some fun like Anarchy mountaintop stuff just for fun. It's not like the best DPS ever, but it's nice that we have those back again. Alright, for anyone curious, how high does that number go? Theoretically, forever, because it has a count that goes all the way up to like, I think, 99 plus or something. But really, the only points that matter are the first 25 stacks. Everything else is just like the flexing. But it's such a useful GM weapon. Like, this thing basically always gets better. You just gotta keep yourself from dying. I think I got the catalyst on this, right? Okay, good. Like, if I'm going to use this, I might as well get the catalyst on while I'm doing that. I never liked having to do the stupid catalyst farms where people just sit still and just do nothing for like 5 minutes. This thing might be nice. Oh, finally, I got that stupid thing done. Huh. I was thinking about perks I want to try out later. Like, there's some that I kind of want to use for this. That one's not a bad DPS sniper. It's kind of simple. It's basic. I wonder if there's anything I could use with, like, Darcy. Because, like, I know, it's like, wait, you're not... Look, I had fun Darcy combo ideas before, and it actually kind of was not that bad. It just no one ever wanted to use it. It's like, guys, I'm literally making it easy. Just put on any sniper you want. I'll just give you a buff. It's like Wolfpack rounds. I know, I was the weird person who always tried to make Darcy kind of meta. It was just a fun meta. Okay, so I have to do a solo thing. Alright. Is this one better than what I'm using right now? Yeah, that is. Okay. And then all I have to do is delete this. God, you have no idea how many times I had to get over my stupid gear fear. Like, I was just like, oh, what if I accidentally delete this thing and it's like tied to this one stupid build that I like using for whatever it was, like a fun made-up build or fun, like, stupid fun thing. I got way too attached to my dim things, and this is so nice to have that kind of off my head. Okay, demo. Okay, I can upgrade this. Okay, so right now I have 2 decent tier 5 pieces, excluding my helmet. I need a good chest piece. And I need a good bond that's tier 5. Okay. Is this one better? It's kind of like depends, like if I need the class or not. So I could use both, right? Okay, so let's use this one for right now because I could better balance it out. Okay, that's actually not that bad. That's pretty decent for brick chance. Okay, that's pretty decent. Okay, if I can get a decent chest piece... Actually, no, I got that. You think I run Pit of Heresy with this? I could probably do Pit of Heresy. Most of it's just ad clearing, right? In the final boss... I don't really want to do focus activities. Like, the solo activities are so boring. Alright. I'm going to do a couple distortions just for fun, and then I'm going to try my hand at Pit of Heresy, because I want to do something kind of fun and challenging tonight. I can't do the stupid GM thing, because I'm way too underleveled, sadly. But I could maybe do a Pit of Heresy. I don't need to complete the campaign, do I? No, I can go right into that. Okay, cool. There's no way I can get, like, tier 4 armor? Maybe there's something I have to do. Maybe once I get, like, a higher level, it gives me some more, but I'm pretty sure there's actually tiered weapons on that. Okay, so... Oh, cool, it's on Europa. Alright. Oh, interesting. They're on this planet? That's interesting. I will say, I know this one's like not a popular expansion, but I really like Beyond Light. It was like, not only was like the music one of the reasons, but like it was just the atmosphere of the place, and I really liked the whole concept of like fighting something completely using a new element and stuff. The exotics were also pretty good, and my god, do I even need to say it? Deep Sleep Lullaby. That's the one raid music situation where everyone says, shut up, no talking, just listen. What about Lodi has to do here? By the way, where are the distortions? Over there. Which means, okay, I gotta go the other way. Okay, that's the where's Lodi? Oh, you're just floating out here? Okay. You sure don't want a jacket, man?
Six couldn't deploy this much Eclipse energy alone. He'd need Five's help, or at least his approval. Being this close to Jupiter should help you make contact with Five. Maybe we can suss out his motives together.
Eons did I rule in silence. My gravity indomitable. My orbits immaculate. My mass incorruptible. Then the aberrant vibrations, whispers, the verminous buzz of sentience. Necessary, requisite, trivial, tolerable. Until the apostate traveler, a strange attractor, drawing greater sapience, accretive distortion, feedback. Then, three betrayed, destroyed, a declaration of war. Now, my space-time polluted. My moons corroded. Orbits distorted. Two options remain. Escape sentience. Or destroy it.
I'd be happy to see Five go, but that could destroy physics as we know it. No, you can't let him leave. Luckily, the Nine work in millennia, not minutes. By the time they hatch their escape plan, we'll be ready.
That's cool. I really like how each of the 9 characters has like a certain type of font. It's like, it's a little thing, but it's like a cool like attention to detail that you can tell who's speaking just by the subtitles alone. So like 6 often speaks in all caps, but it's all like normal like language. 5 speaks basically giant caps and all one giant word sound. Basically speaks in like all letters and no, like people usually say it's like word blocks. His is like the word wall. Everything is a wall. Also kind of cute that they were like, you know, this could take a millennia. God, if it takes that long for Destiny 3, I mean, I won't be alive for it, but I hope to God someone is. Alright, I want to see some distorted brigs. I want to see some crazy stuff here. Come on. How long do I have to wait for the public event? Okay. Y'all just chilling? Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I picked this up at the tower. I don't know if I'm going to use it during the campaign, but if I ever do need an offensive vehicle, I have this fun toy. I remember when this was like a stupid reward for, what's it called? The heavy metal playlist. I wish this had some fun build crafting stuff, like for real. I think it does actually use subclass burps, even though it's like has no purpose. Imagine if they added some like secret buff that like, I don't know, made this thing kind of more fun for like certain campaign missions. That'd be nice. Wait, it actually is making orbs of power. How is it making orbs of power? Is it like a melee attack? Huh. Do I have a kinetic siphon on? Okay, it's not that. Wait, is it because it's doing arc damage? Wait. If it's doing arc damage, can I get a precision hit somehow? Okay. If I can get a couple precision hits, maybe it will proc the actual, like, blind. I don't know. I'm just trying it out because it's stupid. Like, what if exactly this thing's doing arc damage, and it applies this thing here? So, like, retinal burn is when I, like, it has to be rapid final blows. Okay. No, it's this one here. So, what rapid precision hits consume. So, I need something that's really durable and get multiple crits, and I might be able to blind something with this. I don't know, I'm guessing that that's why I'm making orbs of power, because, like, how on earth am I doing that?
Guardian, we've got incoming Vex. What do you say we do what Guardians do and bust
Maybe
them
it's
back
actually,
down
like,
the
I'm making shields. Okay, that could be also be it. I mean, nice if it actually told you where the source was coming from, like, as you make it. Give, like, a cooldown show. This is the, distorted one, right? Wait, it's on Nessus? Oh, right, I forgot. Because I was on this planet as soon as it changed, and it didn't update on the director. God, I haven't seen the director in so long, I forgot how it works. The porter really screwed things up for me, huh? Okay, if I'm going to do Pit of Heresy, is there any weapons that I need specifically? Honestly, this should be the only thing I need. Because, like, I need a lot of long-range weapon stuff, and I need a lot of rapid killing stuff, so a machine gun makes the most sense. Oh, okay. Honestly, it looks pretty cool on Nessus. I guess I can get there in time. Wait, I have my arc buddy while in the car? That's kind of funny. This is so stupid. Wait, does that mean I could do like some stupid warlock shenanigans where like I'm on prismatic? I could have like a void buddy, an arc buddy, all driving in the same car for whatever reason I care for? Alright, what do you got for me?
That's one fancy liberty.
Knowing you, it won't look that way for long.
Excuse me. Wait, is that stealth? They finally added the dang weapon? For real? They actually did. They actually finally added this. I always wanted this stupid weapon. I was never around when it came out during the whole, like, Season of the Saint. And they never brought it back in the reprisal. Then they finally brought it back. Oh my god. Scion's gonna be so happy. That was the one weapon they wanted.
They're heading for another site.
Like, they were so ecstatic when I told them they added not one, but 2 new Titan movement techs. Like, wait, I could do Titan solar skating and I could do it on Arc? That. Huh. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on here? Oh, wait. Okay, I get it. Okay. Clear the, okay, got it. It's just like pale heart stuff. Okay, I got it. That's cool. Kind of reminds me of all things Mario Sunshine, like where Mario's running around trying to clean up stuff. Huh, okay. There's a multiplier? Oh, that's what it does. Okay. I can't believe it's actually fun to do stupid destination stuff again, of all things in this game.
All that good, just lying around. Anything to take.
How many orbs do you want, guys? I got plenty to spare.
Great. Glimmer. Resources are resources.
Oh hey, I got a new rope set. Man, that is almost useful. I can maybe use that in a future setup. Okay, I'll keep it for right now. What's the armor set bonus? When your shields break, collect all orbs and ammo. Okay. Whenever you gain or lose an armor charge, heal and gain damage reduction. That's neat. So I'm guessing you would basically, the best way to get these kind of armors is to just basically go around and do these distortion things when they're active, and then you should get that armor, hopefully. Okay, so there's actually kind of an incentive to do this. It's kind of nice. I don't think they ever made the Pale Heart like a fully like public activity place. You could only do like those one activities overthrows, but everything else is kind of like its own like segmented little section. Kind of makes me think they should have opened it up. I guess they thought because it was like a linear structure, they didn't want players randomly going in and out in different directions or something. Okay, so where did I get that strange thing, by the way? Right there? Okay, so that's where I gotta go afterwards. Okay. Apparently is a scenic spot here. Okay. Alright, is this gonna be the servitor one? I'm kind of curious what the server's gonna be like on this.
Attention all crew members. Incoming fallen craft with elevated ether signatures.
Wait, where are the stupid... Okay. Oh, there he is.
That is very bad news. Please stop them.
I forget, what was the way to do the epic version? Kill the little ones, right? No? Okay. Honestly, out of all the distortions, that was probably the most lame one. But that's just because it's a giant server. Kind of hard to make that more better.
Congratulations.
I don't know, maybe the heroic was more exciting. Okay, so there's a scenic thing here. Find a scenic spot. I do think it's cool that they gave us this new thing with Banshee. So like before, we had this kind of fun little system to like get some world drops that you get from like lost sectors. Now they did that again, and now they're all in a tier system. Kind of nice. I guess that's kind of why you would want to grind like lost sectors if you would like to do that. It's like you can get some exotic engrams, get some resources, and then also get some gunsmith engrams. That's kind of nice. God, that's a cool sound effect. Wait, where's this one? Oh, there it is. Okay, something, something, purge corruption. Okay, got it. I want to get my super back faster, even better. Honestly, this is a good warm-up. I'm getting all my practice I need for like my actual dungeon run. This is perfect. Like, if I can survive through this, I can survive through Pit of Heresy, no sweat. Honestly, there's one dungeon I'm looking forward to run through again, even though it's not the most, like, exciting. It has to be kind of Grasp of Avarice. Look, Grasp of Avarice has only one problem, and it's one encounter. Everything else about the entire thing is an awesome experience. No, it's not the Sparrow section. That's actually kind of fun. It's the stupid Blimp section. I hate that section so much. It's cool the first time you do it, but afterwards, man, it's like, oh man, why don't I play Grasp of Avarice? Oh wait. It's that one encounter. That's the one encounter where like, ah, right. That's why I hate this thing. I don't know, if there's like a fun way to like get around mechanics, it'd be great. But unfortunately, you have to do it the long way, which is like, go up here, go interact with this thing. Like, I did my solo run the one time. I was like, okay, I'm never doing this again, because like, that was such a pain to do that one part. I did make it harder on myself. I was playing Stasis Hunter because, I don't know, I want to be stupid and quirky. Okay, I'm going to get that later. I kind of want to go into Pit of Heresy right now. Right here, right? Do we change anything about my build? Wait, I don't have any... Wait, I don't have any... Oh, right, I swapped this thing. I forgot. Glad I checked that. Alright, I'm going to just lean into the whole, Do I have anything for surges? No, I don't. I guess I can go into weapon surges. Why not? It's not a lot extra damage, but it's really more so just getting extra, like, ammo bricks. That's the one thing I'm running for. Not really caring about doing extra super damage. I don't care about melee on this build. Yeah, this is fine. Isn't this for people like got like a lot of Artifice Farm stuff, if I remember correctly? This is like the fun meta thing. You just run the final encounter here, get like a D2 checkpoint, and just farm the last guy. I gotta be honest, I really hated the old armor system. Not because it was like a bad system, it was just the most annoying thing. Because like you had to do that whole stupid like backwards ass thinking about how to get the stats. So for those who never played the old Armor 2.0 system, here's how it worked. And I'm in the middle of my run. You had to think of these three top stats and the three bottom stats as two groups. if you wanted everything to be dunked into one stat, you would want to like basically like pick this one stat, so that way you get most on this thing and it's split down here. If you want the opposite, like let's say you want an even distribution for a grenade and melee, or you wanted like recovery and resilience to be the same or something like that, you would do the backwards ass thinking, which is you go for the bottom 3 stats to make the top 3 stats better. I hated that stupid thing, and it was all on top of RNG. It was the most annoying thing on the planet. That's why I was kind of happy with the whole 3.0 system. It's like, hey, all you have to do to understand the stats is this. Can you read this? That's all you have to do to understand the whole stat system. It's as simple as that. The first stat's always 30. The second stat is always 25. The third stat gets better as you get to higher tiers, and that's the only part that's random. I can work with that much information. Did I still hoard a bunch of illegal rolls? Only for exotic armor? Because that's when I was like, wait, some of these exotic armors might be meta because I can't get these kind of rolls. Now I can. I think I had like one that was for like, what was it called? I think it was like Boots the Assembler. It had like high weapon, high super. You couldn't get that in the old sandbox or something like that. Wait, is this thing still bugged? You can even see it, look at it. For real, this thing's still bugged? Wow, okay. Oh yeah, I'm having a fun time. I can't believe, wait. If I come back up here, is it gonna be fixed? I don't think I've ever seen these lines on them, by the way. I've never seen these little dotted lines. That's new. Alright. See if I remember how to do this thing. Go to this room, get the 3 symbols, and open the door. I will say, this thing gives me bad memories because I remember when they first brought... Remember that weird thing they tried doing with dungeons to kind of put them in the portal? And their idea was to like take not one encounter, but like weird chunks of encounters from each dungeon. It was the weirdest thing on the planet, and this was the worst one. Not because it was bad, but it was like the weirdest part of Hit of Heresy to play. It was everything from this first half to like the, what do you call it? The first like room where you do like the going around and like dunking the bombs. Okay, so I need X, lines, pizza. Okay, I see lines over there. I see X, and I see pizza. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to get this as a flawless run. If it happens at the beginning, I may reset it. If it happens at the very end, I'm not gonna reset it. Okay, if I remember how to do this correctly, you gotta block his attacks and then go for it. One down. I'll say if I want to be super safe, I would probably play on Solar and do like Song of Flame. We just make it easy to face tank the entire boss. I kind of want like doing this like more risky play. Oh, it's like I have to like actually prove that I can actually play the game at this level or something. Okay, this one's the ogre, right? Wizard, okay. So this one you have to use the projectiles, yep. Alright, let me put this down for a second. I don't want to deal with all of these wizards. Where is our... There you are. The only reason I'm doing the jumping is I find it's more easy to track the boss and also to kind of like dodge enemies. You could just do it this way. I just don't like the slow movement. Alright, need to go find another sword guy. You should be right around here. Wait, is that him? I thought I saw him. Nope, okay. Alright, where's my sword keeper? Oh, there you are. Honestly, the crazy thing is that conduction times is working while I'm using this sword. That's kind of funny. Means if I was like trying to be like super quirky, I could like put my ionic turret near a bunch of ads and basically like spam my super if I wanted to. I might have to remember that. That might be fun. Does the super work on him? Not worth it. Okay. Lines over there. Alright, I'm probably gonna need another sword. Alright, that's fine. This one's the easiest one because all you gotta do is just block. Alright, we're almost 1/3 of the way through. God, I like how satisfying that is. Oh, he's not gonna open, okay. What's this set bonus? Performing a finish restores power the next time your shields are broken. That's actually kind of a nice one. I'm curious how much healing that is, because like... Huh. Okay. Well, you have Radiant Cure or Restoration. Your melee hits restore a burst that scorch the target. So it could be on any subclass. Huh. I have to remember that one. That might be fun for like an off-meta thing. I feel like there's something you could do with that with maybe like Prismatic Hunter. Because like they have that one thing where like they throw their they do have Acrobat's Dodge. And they buffed that, right? What was the last time they did? They did some kind of like major buff to it. I think they like removed the stupid cooldown penalty. That was the yeah, that was the most annoying thing with using that buff. It's like, hey guys, you want to basically give us free radiant? Awesome. Let's just extend your dodge thing 3 times as long. It was like something ridiculous. Then they unnerfed it. It's like, hey, I can actually use this for build crafting stuff. I don't have to use this fragment that makes my thing required to make this work. Yeah, we're not going to do Xenophage. I'm not going to do that. I don't need the gun. If it has some quirky meta stuff, I'll check it later. I swear the handle on this gun got a lot better. I don't remember being able to do pop shots like that. Okay. Kind of want my amplify, please. There we go. Okay, let's go for the middle one. Okay, that's the middle door. One down. Okay, this goes under. I don't want to go into there just yet. Alright, where's the next knight? Okay, those are ogres. Alright, I'm gonna go into, it's probably over in the middle area. There you are. Thank you. I guess I'll go for the right one right now. Alright, one more to go. Okay, I think I need to go further in. I'm not in the right hallway. Okay, I can use this to go around, hopefully. Yep, perfect. And then exits right there. Hopefully the ogres do not follow me. That is the most annoying thing that ever happened on these runs. They shouldn't follow me in there, but sometimes they do that. Alright, I'm gonna go right in because I don't need anything else. Okay, all I gotta do is wait for the guy to spawn. Kill some guys here. Mouse, do not screw me up right now. Okay, totem secured. Okay, 5 more times to go. Okay, round 3. All I have to really worry about is those first thrall coming up and sneaking up on me. That's my only concern. And that's why I'm putting up my sentries here. Back on the left again. Get on there, get on there. Okay, we're good. Where is he? Oh shit, it's getting really close. Alright, move, move. Okay, we're good. Alright, last one. That's always my favorite encounter. It's so much fun. Like, it's easy to do when you have like a team, but doing it solo feels so damn satisfying. I wonder, I'm not gonna go for it, but I wonder if the chests here also give you like maybe high tier armor and loot. Okay, this part I always hate these stupid. It's like a code of conduct Bungie, and whenever they do like a solo challenge, they have to put an annoying puzzle with jumping platforms just to mess up the Warlock players who just want to play the game. I swear, it's like they have a vendetta against us with these things. Like that, like that. That's a perfect good moment. I do see a chest behind me. I'm not going to go for it unless it's really easy to get. Some of them are not that far out of the way. Some are kind of just like a pain in the butt. Okay, got it. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, so... down, table, pizza, knife. Okay. Actually, I like this one over here on the right. I don't know if anyone else sees it. Maybe you can see it. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I always call this one that Pokemon. I don't know if y'all can see it. What's it called? It's like a Gen 1 Pokemon. No, Cloister's the evolved form. What's the small one? The little one. It's gonna drive by the wall. That one, yeah, that one. Shelter. I don't know, does anyone else see it? Like when I look at it, it looks like a little like sticking out tongue. Let's see. Do I have it on here? Let's see. Feels a good time to just, I don't know, take a little R&R for my stupid brain. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Not display capture Firefox. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about the tabs. The tabs are not that. So look at the far right one. Now look at Sheldon. Do you not see that? Do you not see the resemblance? Look, when I see the little sticking out tongue, I see it right here on this far right one. It looks like the little sticking out tongue, right there. I don't know. That's how I look at that one. It also helps me to tell which X symbol is which. So down table, pizza, shelter. Okay. Do I remember where each of these things are? No. How do I find them? I just guess, and if I find it, cool. If not, go find the wizards. Alright, there's a chest there. Is it that far out to get? Oh no, it's not. Okay, I can get that. Okay, so you still get the same tier stuff. Alright. So I guess you have to do distortions. Man, I was actually hoping that there was actually a reason to play the dungeons again. Even if it's like a really old dungeon. This one's like a fun dungeon. This one in, what's it called? The Dreaming City one are honestly so much fun to do more solo because it feels like a test of like, do you actually know everything in the game? Are you actually good? That kind of thing. And I almost got hit because I can't see the stupid... Okay, there. I was like, I knew it was there, I just can't see. Okay, there's enemies right by me, so there's the first one. I still can't see a damn thing. I want to say there's a platform right there. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, looking for the first symbol. No wizards. Okay. Keep going. Get more radar pings. There you are. Alright, can I get around there somehow, maybe? Okay, it's on the other side. Alright. That was definitely worth the super, by the way. Jesus, 7,000? And this is a special weapon, mind you. Alright, one down. You know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the one dungeon I always got like all the way to the end and I did something and I ruined the entire ending part. I'm pretty sure, I know I got a solo clear, but I don't remember getting a solo flawless clear. So I'm actually going to try it on this one. It would be kind of ironic if it's on this account, if I'm being honest. I can't really see the platforms. Okay, there they are. Okay, I'm just looking for the, what's the one I got? Okay, it's the down table. Okay. Pretty sure that one's in the middle of the room, so unfortunately I have to go in the center, which I hate the center. What's the safest way into the center? No, it's not that one. No radar pings. Okay. I'm not hearing any cues. Okay, I guess I gotta get closer. I got a bit too close. Alright. Alright, where have I not checked? I checked the outside. I'm pretty sure there's like an inside part I've not checked yet. It's gonna be very annoying to get to. Wait, hold on. I get a radar ping. Okay, that's good. But can I get there safely? This is where a strand would be really helpful. Not gonna lie. Because not only could I use the grapple as like a fun little like fix-up, I also could like use the weave walking as like an air dash. That would be really handy here. Okay, I got a little tight there. Alright. It should be just near me. I think I see a ledge. Okay. This area sucks. Okay, how do I get to that edge without killing myself? That's the question. Do I have to go around this thing? Okay. Get to it, get to it, get to it. Where on earth is this stupid entrance? I hate this one. This was always the worst. Okay. It's probably wedged in right in this corner over here, which makes it the most annoying one to get to. I think that's it right here. And now I gotta make sure I can actually get out of this area. Okay. All I gotta do is go on the outer edge, and then we're back in the clear. Actually, the exit's just right there. Oh, thank God. This was panic-inducing. Okay, we're finally free of this area. Thank God. Okay. For once, can I actually not do this stupid boss and die on the first try? Okay, is there anything with my loadout I want to change? He's doing a lot of melee stuff. I do want the arc resistance. No, I think that's the best thing to use here. I was thinking if I want to put on like a melee resist, but nah. Honestly, gets to be really simple DPS. Basically, spam Ionic Sentries, keep the oh no, the whole dungeon has these things bugged. That's unfortunate. Well, thankfully I have plenty of ammo, so I'm not worried about it. This kind of sucks. Key thing here is not to panic. Just take your time. There is plenty of swords. I always like to finish with Shrieker because Shrieker is the most easy one to do. Wizard or Knight, I don't really care. Either one's fine. I do remember doing one funny build on this thing. It was, strangely enough, on Void Hunter. I decided, you know what, let's try the funny Spectral Blades just for fun. It actually was not that bad. It wasn't good for DPS, but it was like good for like doing this encounter for like fun. And it was actually kind of nice trying out to do like Void aspect that lets you go like go invisible and chain invisibility. I don't know, it made this area kind of nice and chill. Tonight? Yep, there he is. God, look how fast my super's going. Remember what I said? This thing works with this super? Oh my god, it actually does work. I just got 3 supers in a row. What the heck? Okay. Alright. Before I go to D-Image, I'm gonna actually get my stupid Arc Sentry up. Alright, we're good. Just focus on the ads, focus on the ads. Only thing that matters. We got a little more time for damage. Okay, that's where I play safe. Yep, I get out. Is that impressive damage? No, that was awful damage. But you know what? It's safe, and that's the point. If I wanted to go super damage, I would have swapped to like Stormbreaker's Race, which I don't have. And maybe that would actually done like a decent amount, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna guess it takes at least 3 rounds. Just 3. Depends if I can get a decent like setup and I go right into Ionic Sentry. And if I maybe wait a little bit and just do more like headshots or something. Give me that. Don't fall off the edge. That's unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Come on. God, my mouse is just not working tonight. Alright. First kill these guys, then go to damage. Alright. Alright, go. How much Onyx Sentries do I have? There you are. 0. Okay. Okay, now I can do damage. Alright, get out. That went better. Maybe enough if I'm really ready this time. I have like the Onyx Sentry at the beginning. Maybe we can do it and get it done this round. I don't remember how many phases it usually takes me. I usually play it very safe and do like maybe 4 phases. But this was actually kind of nice. Also, I realized that's the sword guy. Oops. I should probably bring him here. which one's the Shrieker? Okay, that's the Wizard. We'll do that next. Wrong thing. Do I have New Land Beyond at 20 stacks? I think I do. Okay, good. Okay, I got max stacks. Okay, so I'm at the max damage for this that I can do right now. Okay. Okay. Where's the sword guy? There you are. Alright, let's go. Alright. How many to my ionic sensor thing? Let's see. Alright, I don't want the to despawn. Okay, I'm just gonna go. I think I'll be fine. The faster I kill these, the more I can care about damage. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, fuck you! It's like, no, 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 you're not gonna get that one. I'm gonna get my 3 run. Hooray! We did our solo clear. Wait, you get wait, you get heresy weapons? That's new. How's that? Alright, alright, alright. I got my stupid clear in 44 minutes. Wow, 40,000 damage. Doesn't feel like that. Can I top that for tonight? I don't think I can. God, I had 2 hours of fun in Destiny again? Oh dear. Oh good, I got it saved. Awesome. Alright, I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks, or however the stupid saying goes. God, I'm so glad to be back in Destiny. We're gonna have to do all of them now, aren't we? It's actually not a bad Psycho Pump. Oh dear. Wait, this isn't on... Oh my god, I just realized this is actually like in a tier system now. Sorry, I'm having 2 nerdy thoughts right now. I'm just having way too much fun. Wait, is it like... Is it like... Did I get all the title stuff? I feel like I got all the title stuff for the Pit of Heresy one. Other than like the like getting the Xenophage. Okay. Hold on, there's one here. Where is it? The Moon or Legends? Yeah, this one here, right? Where's my shader for to flaunt my stuff? Where is it? I don't see it. Let's see. Did it never have? I'm pretty sure there was a shader for it. No, no, no. I'm not seeing it here. Maybe it's on the moon one. Okay, I'll check the moon one. There we go. I got my stupid title to flaunt. Hooray! So if I want to actually like get this done, God, I actually am so happy I could do all this stuff again. And I haven't even gotten to like my full potential on this character. That's just, that's awesome. Okay, okay. I had my stupid fun in Destiny. I'm gonna call it a night. Y'all have a good evening.